During the 1800s, the legal system was not on the side of blacks, enslaved or free. Common slave crimes were slaves murdering other slaves, theft of horses, and simple disobedience. The most common among these was slaves resisting their masters. Slaves faced very harsh punishment for these crimes, such as amputation of body parts and death. I'm Brandi Giles.
I'm Sharon from the Bronx.
I'm Kaniya.
I'm Kierria, Rudolph.
The slave narrative we chose was the Confession of John Joyce and Peter Matthias. It is the direct confessions of John Joyce and Peter Matthias, who were found guilty and executed for killing a white woman.
John Joyce was born in West River, Maryland. He was born into slavery to a woman named Sarah Saunders. Around age 14, he ran away to join the United States Navy after serving for 7 years. He returned to Washington, D.C. and married a woman with whom he had 2 children. He acknowledged his father and 2 additional children outside of his marriage. He returned to sea, came back and found out his wife had cheated on him. He left her. Joyce then committed her first unlawful act by stealing a horse and running to Philadelphia. As a waiter, Joyce became acquainted with Sarah Cross. Being frequently sent to her on errands, Matthias was on his way to play violin for a dance when Joyce convinced him to stop at Sarah Cross' shop. John Joyce and Peter Matthias went to Sarah Cross's home. Joyce told Matthias to leave and wait outside. It was then John Joyce murdered Sarah Cross by strangling her. He then went through the house and took her valuables. Peter Matthias came back inside and was shocked to find Sarah dead. John asked for help gathering valuables, and Peter refused. A little girl witnessed the murder and claimed it. Joyce and Matthias. Both men were apprehended, found guilty, and executed. Both John Joyce and Peter Matthias admit to early immoral tendencies and lack of religious interests.
This slave narrative was written and published by Bishop Richard Allen. Allen wrote this narrative in order to prevent whites from forming prejudices about free blacks because of their crimes. Also, he wanted to elevate the free black community by urging them to shun the immoral behaviors the 2 men embraced. The intended audience is all of the whites and free blacks in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
The author appeals to the audience by pointing out the moral failures afflicted men of all races, clans, and ethnies. The narrative is not endorsed. We think we have never heard of this narrative before because, in general, we never hear about blacks found guilty of crimes they actually committed during this time period. As a group, we gathered information for our presentation and created an educational edition. For more information that will be updated frequently, follow @wise_project. That's all for our presentation. Thank you.
Bye.